This is the town of Albert in the Somme region of France, and it is situated about 3 miles from the original Battle of the Somme front lines, and where we are going to start our tour. Here, the Basilica of Notre Dame was a landmark to soldiers heading to the front, where the Golden Virgin on top was hit by a shell in 1915 and slumped to a near horizontal position and remained that way until further shelling in 1918 destroyed it. The basilica was rebuilt to its original condition. Under the basilica lie tunnels that were used as air raid shelters during the Second World War, and today houses the Somme 1916 Museum, with many artifacts found or recovered from the battlefields. There are over 250 metres of tunnels here, with various artefacts, scenes and equipment that were used in the trenches. A fascinating place and well worth a visit.
We've left Albert now and we're heading out to the Somme battlefields to do what's called the Circuit of Remembrance, which leads you around a 40-mile loop of all the main sites of the battlefield. It is starting to rain, so hopefully that won't come to fruition. If it does, there might be a little less filming, but certainly a more authentic experience. Our first stop is the Lochnagar crater, which is a huge mine crater, which was 25,000 tons of explosives, and the Allies were on this side and they tunnelled underneath the German lines up here and set the explosives underground, and the huge explosion occurred, leaving this huge mine crater. So this is the Lochnagar crater. Just read the information and it's not 24,000, it's 60,000 tons of explosive, and the debris went up 4,000 feet in the air. Now that's a mine crater. It's very hard to get a perspective when you can't see anybody or anything to give you some sort of idea how deep it is, but take it from me, it's huge. This mine exploded underneath the German front lines, but they had it recaptured before the day's end. The British lines were on those fields over by that village. There's some wild poppies there, still growing. I have an old photograph with somebody standing down there. I must dig it out and I'll post it with the video. Maybe to give you some idea of scale, there's a large cross over there. There's my cousin Graham taking a photograph. And the camera really doesn't do justice to the size of this thing. Essentially a huge war grave. This cross reads in memory of Private George Nugent, Tyneside Scottish Northumberland Fusiliers, missing in action 1st July 1916, found at this spot 31st October 1998. Laid to the rest, Ovaliers Military Cemetery, 1st July 2000. The Somme was famous for being one of the first battles to have tanks in it, and also airborne attacks with planes flying over it dropping handheld bombs, and also for the 1 million who were wounded and killed on these fields. Many of the boards here have memorial plaques on them. There were two up there belong to the two brothers Pettit who died at the same day here at the crater. Here's M. Lloyd and W.A. Lloyd within 3 years of each other. A lot of these regiments were what were called Kitchener's Pals regiments, where friends and family would all join together, which had a devastating effect back home when many of them were wiped out.